Welcome to the Poundcast, folks. Today we are brought to you by LouisvilleVeganFoods.com.
Oh, wow. What a pleasant surprise.
Use the code word Poundcast to get 20% off your entire order at LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. That's where they sell Louisville vegan jerky, Brent.
And what is that?
It is jerky, but it's not made with any animal products at all.
What flavors?
It's really good.
What flavors?
Well, Carolina barbecue is my favorite. They also have perfect pepperoni, and they got black pepper.
Oh, black pepper.
Black pepper.
Black pepper. Black pepper. And what about is it?
I mean, they got Buffalo Dill. You gotta check the website, LouisvilleVeganFoods.com.
They Buffalo Dill?
That's right, they got Buffalo Dill.
They Buffalo Dill? It sounds like they do.
They Buffalo Dill?
They Buffalo Dill?
They got Buffalo Dill.
And then let me ask you this: is it bagged in the United States or some other country?
It's bagged in Louisville. We went to the plant.
Oh, snip.
You and I were there.
And then what about something along the lines of a shelf life?
9 months on the shelf.
Okay, wow. And where can you find the stuff, and where can you order it, and are there any discounts available?
Yeah, LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. Use the code word Poundcast for 20.
20 what? Percent or cents?
20%. Your entire order, not just one bag, all bags.
Not just, okay, wow.
And if you want to find it at your local Whole Foods or Sprouts, you'll probably find some there too.
Something else.
That's something else.
It's a short way of saying that's really something else. You just go, something else.
Something. Oh, I heard a new slang term the other day that these skaters are using.
Oh, really? What's that?
Buttery. Yo, this jerky is buttery.
Is that what to
It doesn't mean it's like buttery. Like,
it just means it's
good.
good.
I hate to say this word, but it doesn't mean literally buttery.
Smooth.
It just means just like, that's a thumbs up.
It's smooth.
That's buttery.
Is it good?
It's like buttery or lame. We're talking buttery. The stuff's buttery. But of course there's no butter in it.
Hey, well, thanks for letting me know about this thing, man.
Yeah, let's start getting on these new slangs.
I'm gonna get some right now.
Wait, what was your new slang?
Oh, dill? Or
said dill is good too. Dill?
They Buffalo Dill? They do? They really do?
Oh, dill?
Oh, dill?
Just say dill. No, after that you said another one.
I did? I did?
It was a shortened.
Oh, something else. Hey, something else.
All right, well, today we have Johnny Pemberton on the Poundcast, and we do talk to him. We talk about a lot of fun stuff, and we talk to him after dark, which is after the main episode. We keep talking, and if you want to hear the after dark, subscribe to our Patreon, because that's what makes this show possible. Viewers and listeners like you. Go to patreon.com/Poundcast, subscribe to us, and support the show. And you get bonus content every week, Brent. Every week. Sometimes even more bonus stuff than
something else.
After dark episodes.
That's right. You get a
what else we got to talk about?
Oh, there's the YouTube channel, youtube.com/
The Poundcast. Instagram is The Poundcast. Twitter is The Poundcast. Is this correct? And look, our guest has just arrived.
Oh, wow, guys. What's up? Good to see you.
Hollywood actor, good friend of Channing Tatum, Johnny Pemberton.
Whenever you say Hollywood actor, I think of that old sketch from Tim and Eric, I'm a Hollywood actor.
That's the one I wrote. It's called.
Yeah, exactly. I know that.
That's why I said the urinal shower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
one of my favorite things.
Urinal shower. I mean,
I'm thinking.
I didn't write that line.
That's really funny.
But that line was.
That is so
funny. A collaboration.
I love that sketch. Is hilarious.
Hey, I know.
That's such a funny sketch.
Well,
but it's such a funny idea to use a urinal as a shower.
Thank you. That's such a great idea.
That was your. Was that fully? That was your.
Well, that was my idea.
That's very good, Doug. Very good.
Then the whole janitor busting in and interrupting, breaking the fourth wall. I think that was Eric Fensler's idea.
Sounds very funny.
I mean, so it was a great collaboration.
Yeah. That concept though of using the urinal to redirect to make a shower, that is just purely good. Purely good, Doug.
Makes me want to take a nice cold shower.
Makes me
What's up, bro?
My keys are caught on the button of my pants.
It's okay. You can leave now because we're recording this at the end.
Makes me want to take a cold one, huh?
Let's go take some cold ones.
Okay,
thanks, everybody.
Look, hey,
and let's get the show going.
Let's get the show going.
I can't wait to talk to Johnny and see what we get into.
I can't wait to hear about
let's take a look at them and roll the clip. You want to roll the clip with us, or you don't have to if you don't want to?
You want to roll the clip with us?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's
roll the clip.
Doug and Brent talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends. And Doug and Brent talking on the Poundcast.
Exclusive Poundcast. This is an exclusive episode featuring Johnny Pemberton. Jonathan Pemberton.
Exclusive. It's not Jonathan though.
This is what I do, like when I want to hang out with a friend I
Yeah.
haven't seen in a while. That's what my podcast is for.
What?
Like I haven't seen you in a while,
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
you
like,
book
well,
it.
I got to book you.
You book it.
You book friends. That's how you hang. That's how I hang out with. No one hangs out with me unless I book them.
This is where the big dogs eat.
When you get to the
Talk about that.
when you
What
get to the
mean?
level that
This
I'm
table.
at,
Oh yeah.
you know, when you get to the level of I'm at, it's lonely
Yeah.
at the top. So you got to book your friends.
Right, because you're sitting at the table where the big dogs eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta
sound
like
like
invite them over. Come over, have some chow with us. We're about to do a 13-mile ruck, Ranger Corps Elite Green Beret status.
What's that?
I don't know, just some
Johnny,
words.
it's been a while. Why don't you come on the podcast? You know, eat with the big boy, the big dogs for a little bit. You know.
Should I start a podcast called "Where the Big Dogs Eat"?
Yeah, but I know what you kind of mean because it does sort of feel like you're at a place where the big dogs would eat.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they're eating hoagies and stuff.
Yeah, or just like the big dogs, the old guys, the big dogs.
It does
the
feel
guys
like a
who are-
hoagie counter right here.
It does. It's a big table. So you can have a
You know,
big
you get
messy
some
lunch.
Italian
It's hot
beef.
over here.
You get an Italian beef or a hoagie.
Papa Molly, I'm sweating.
So,
Yeah, man.
So welcome to the show, Jonathan.
It's great to be here.
do you have you ever done a Jonathan type thing?
No, my name's literally not Jonathan.
His name is not Jonathan. It's
Right.
John.
But
Okay, Jonathan's not part of it. Wow.
everyone thinks that. Though. Everyone thinks that if your name is John, it's Jonathan. But it's not. Usually.
Well, no one's
just-
ever named a John, just a John.
It's just a hard John.
Jonathan on the
Yeah, it's a
birth
hard
certificate.
John. Hard John. The
Why
most
don't they start
popular
doing
name-
reverse and do like on the birth certificate? It's Johnny, but they never call him that.
They-
And it's like
oh,
Jonathan.
yeah. You know, you can do anything you want with a name, right? You can do literally
Mhm.
anything you want. You could name your baby like
Triple X.
Poo Poo X,
Triple
Like
X.
Triple X.
Triple X,
Triple X.
and he goes
This is
by
my son, Triple X.
Steven. It's my son, Triple X. We call him Steve, though. Goes by Steve.
This is my son, Triple X. He's 3. Once he turns 4, he'll be Quadruple X.
This is my other son, Balls Deep.
What
I'm
happened
just
to
thinking
the,
about Triple X stuff right now.
I got balls deep in my mouth right now.
Yeah, you're eating boba?
Oh no,
Is that
oh,
from
yeah,
Dunkin'?
You're right.
no, it's from Boba Time.
Yeah, but look at the coloring. It just reads Dunkin', you know?
It does. It's orange. Dunkin' does
Can
have
you bring
orange
it,
in it.
Yeah,
right?
can you bring it that way more?
Which camera? Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Is this footage? Are we on camera?
this is exciting stuff. Today we have a
Boba time.
podcast. I said we're going to bring... I don't have anything lined up to talk about this week.
I got something.
Line it up. I'll knock it down.
Let's
you
just
got?
start. Let's go. Let's get into it, all right?
What do you got?
Do,
So, all right,
Check my
guys.
levels here,
Let's
hold
get your take on this.
duckets, wish, tower 6, floor. Okay, it's good. Sounds tight, sounds hot.
Okay.
Clean.
So, here's what gives. I was driving
Mm-hmm.
the other day, and I saw a billboard,
Right.
and it had Sandra Bullock. It's called The Lost City.
Yeah, I know the guy who
It's had
directed this movie.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
So it had Sandra Bullock, and Channing Tatum,
Right.
and she's wearing it's
Sequin
kind of
dress.
a mini dress that, well, it looks like a mini dress because it's kind of ripped up because they're on
Right.
some kind of adventure,
Right.
and so it's kind of ripped up, so it looks like a mini dress. And Channing Tatum is looking the way he looks, like a hunk or
Is
whatever.
he shirtless? I
He's
don't
not
remember.
shirtless,
Okay.
but he's looking hunkstable.
Yeah, wouldn't mind if he was shirtless. You know what I mean?
So, oh yeah, truly.
Mm-hmm.
So
You know
and
he's Channing? What if you named a kid Channing? If he's like, I got to get on 4chan and be like, I'm going to be Channing.
what if he goes by Chan?
He does go by Chan. That's
Uh-huh.
what I call him.
Oh, you know him.
Yeah,
Now, there's kids called Ryder.
that's a name that.
Now, why don't they call a kid Writing? You know,
Is
it's the present tense of the verb.
writing?
You know, it's like you got Channing. Sorry, Brian. You keep.
No. Go ahead. Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
that's how-
tangents is what it's all about.
You're not
Channing.
going to forget what you're talking about,
No.
right? All right. I'm kind of done
Writer.
with that thought, but
Okay. Well, how about
I'm
it?
thinking about names. I'm thinking about funny names.
Hey, well,
Timothy?
You're like, you can name anyone anything, and then there's a guy called Channing.
Well, you know how you said writer.
You know how you work with Channing? You're
Right.
just like, dude, why are you called Channing?
I didn't ask him that. No.
I know you're like an A-list megastar, but
Yeah,
why are you
A-list
called?
megastar.
Why are you called Channing?
I didn't think to ask him
Did you
that
call
'cause
him Chan?
It felt natural.
Do you call him Chan?
I say Chan, yeah.
Oh, you do. Do you
Yeah.
ever
Well, that's
call him,
cool. I can get into
Do you ever
that.
call him Charlie Chan?
No, that would be weird. I think that would be a deep reference.
Well, if you were close enough with him, you could call him Charlie. Chan.
I haven't called him anything in a long time. I haven't seen him in a long time. Okay.
Uh-huh.
A
10
very
years.
All
long
right, I digress.
I don't know, a long time.
Okay, look. You got these two. You got the hunk. You got
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock in this sort of mini dress, and it's the tagline on it, or whatever that's called. Is it called a tagline when it's
If
a
it's
little?
like,
it's a little kind of line to get you hooked. You know.
Sure.
The movie was
Okay.
called the Poundcast. It would be called Two Mics, One Love, or I don't
Something
know,
like
yeah.
that, right? So here's
That's the
the
tagline.
tagline here.
Pimples on the mic.
Yeah.
Now-
Poundcast, pimples on the mic.
Pimples be popping.
Yeah.
I was driving, so I didn't get a great chance to fully see what the line said, but it looked like okay. So
Chancy.
what the line says says the Lost City, the adventure is real. Okay, that's one sentence, and then the next sentence is the heroes are not.
The what is real?
The adventure is real. The heroes are not.
not.
Okay. Now, what I thought it said, because I was kind of driving and I didn't really
Kind
look at
driving?
it. Oh no, I mean I was driving and I saw it and I didn't really get a chance to fully absorb it. Is I thought it said the adventure is real. The heroes are hot.
Ooh.
And
That's
I
kinda
thought
good,
because
actually.
and that's why I described the poster is that it's showing her in this sort of mini dress thing. It's kind of ripped up, and Channing Tatum looking like a hunk or whatever. And I was thinking, I thought, okay, so they're supposed to be hot, and they're on this adventure. And I thought to myself, and I was intrigued by this billboard
Right.
because I thought it said the heroes are hot.
Heroes are
I
hot.
thought this is a movie that is self-aware of the stars being hot, because that's a sort of common thing you see in movies, and something that makes movies so unrealistic is everyone's hot, right?
So hot.
And I thought, I'm intrigued by this. It's a movie, an adventure kind of movie, and it's self-conscious of the fact that the stars are hot, or the heroes are hot. And I thought that's a funny idea. And so I seeked out this movie, or the trailer at least,
sought it out?
on the internet. I
sucked it out.
I sucked it out.
You sucked it out.
I sucked it
Because it's
out.
so hot, you just sucked it.
Yeah,
You just,
it was so hard I had to suck. And so I went on the internet and I sucked on this thing.
Wait, you watched the movie?
I watched the trailer.
Okay.
And that's when I saw what it really was, that it was the heroes are not. And anyway, it's kind of a Romancing the Stone kind of throwback kind of thing. But I thought, okay, this movie's not doing what I thought it was going to do. And that's what I have brought us here today to talk about is, let's talk about a movie that is aware of the stars being hot. And that's what it's all about. It's about put hot people in a thing and really play that up.
Are you talking
lean
about
into it.
we design this movie now, or
Yeah.
we try to
you're
figure out
talking
what
about
movie
like
does that?
softcore porn.
There's no movie that does that, I think. There's no movie that is fully self-aware of leaning into it
Yeah.
where they're hot. Or what would
Not
it be
another
like if
teen
you
movie.
Dude,
No,
every
put a
one of
hot-
those Fast
scary
and
movie.
Furious is they're all
no.
Scary movie,
The
a lot of
conceit
the-
of the film is that they're hot. It's not. It's something the film is acutely aware of, to the point it's a joke. It's a comedy. That what would it be like for
Is
a
it
hot
an
person?
action movie?
It's a action.
It's like a comedy design.
Comedy action.
Action comedy. So
Coction.
it's you put hot people in the wilderness. How are they going to survive? You know,
Naked and Afraid.
well, right, but I'm saying that they're hot, and you play into that.
Right.
So, for example, we
Are
got
those
to
naked and afraid people hot though?
Most of them are somewhat attractive. Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you say, oh, I got to
Some of
crack
them are
this
models.
coconut so we can eat the coconut meat, and then you
Right.
see the guy's just hitting the coconut down on some kind of, I don't know,
Like
stick or something, and he's getting all thrusty
Yeah.
about it, and I don't know, the way it's shot, it's really highlighting every little thing, but it's a comedy though. Do you get what I'm trying to say here?
I am getting this. I kind of like it. I think I do get it. It's sort of like Naked and Afraid meets a movie.
But I'm saying it's
But the people-
self-aware,
but it's a
though.
comedy.
It's aware. It's
Self-aware.
totally calling attention to the fact that these people are. And
Yeah.
in fact, that's the conceit of it, too. So maybe it's the premise is these models are on a private jet or something, and the plane breaks down, and they're on an island, and they have to figure out how to get off the island or whatever. It's like Gilligan's Island, but it's hot. All of them are ginger.
Well, Marianne's just as hot as Ginger.
Well, how about Fierce and Furious?
Ooh.
Fierce and Furious.
How about Hot Factor? Hot Factor, the movie.
I don't
Are
know,
you
Brett.
hot
I mean,
enough?
I'm glad that you brought something, but it's hard for me to really get behind this idea too much.
Because you think it's been
seems-
done before,
you know,
but it has not been done before, I tell you.
Well, here's the thing. Everything's been done. It has been done.
But really
been
leaning
done.
into a whole movie where let's get the hottest people
It's been
possible.
done. It's been done. Guarantee it. I would bet
Okay.
$1,000
Well,
it's
it
been
does.
done.
With all due respect, it almost seems like a sketch.
Sure.
You know, because like, how are
mean
you going to
WDR?
maintain? How are you going to maintain that gag for an entire feature?
That makes me think of another movie idea.
Waiter.
Yes,
The fact that you said it's a sketch.
Waiter. WADR. With all due respect. Waiter.
Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
I'd say with all due respect. WARD. Oh, it's Ward. No, it's T.
With
It's
all
waiter. Waiter.
Due respect. Yeah, waiter.
Waiter. I think it's been done before.
Yeah.
Waiter.
Okay, look, you say, oh, that sounds like more like a sketch. Here's a sketch idea for Saturday Night Live, and hey,
Ooh.
maybe they'll take this. You know,
Live from New York. It's Saturday night.
it's kind of inside though, but it is kind of topical. But okay, I mean, and it does require me to spoil the movie a little bit. But
What movie?
Nightmare Alley.
I watched the first half.
I actually
Never heard of it.
Are they
I
all
liked it.
ghosts? They all ghosts?
It turns out
It's kind of a sexual movie, isn't it?
to some degree, yeah.
Bradley Cooper,
it's-
you see his
there's
dick, don't you?
Yeah, you do, but that's not in the sexual.
You see his
not-
full-on D.
You do see that, yeah. That's the spoiler.
You ever
No,
seen
I-
Ed Harris's dick in that movie he's in?
Who?
You see Ed Harris's full dick and balls in a movie, the first 5 minutes of a movie.
Yeah, but does it pan down from his face to the dick, or is it a stunt dick?
No, it's his dick for sure, because he's wearing a towel and he sits down and it just flops open and you see his.
Yeah, it's weird how that happens sometimes.
Could be digital
You know-
still.
Did you know that even in
It's an old
Forrest,
movie.
even in Forrest Gump,
70s.
Oh,
Tom Hanks almost shows his penile. You know, he
Really?
goes, yeah, when they're in the shower scene when they're in high school, the high school scene, he's showering, drying himself off, and then you almost see his penis get revealed right there.
It
in
must be a
Forrest Gump,
good
of
ass
all
snake.
you see some neck?
See a little neck or a little
things.
head?
You definitely see some sort of roots. you
I like
know?
to see some roots or
Would you
neck.
rather show neck or head
Neck.
if you're in a movie?
Neck, baby.
Definitely neck if I had to. I don't want to show any of that.
Say there's a towel. The towel can be like the head dipping down, or the neck coming from above.
Definitely going to
from
show
above.
neck. I mean,
Dude, I'm showing down from below.
the head is
Wait,
sacred.
why? You got a special head?
I mean, either way, you can't really tell the length.
It's
I'm
not
just
about
saying
the length.
It'll just be looking good down there.
To me, the head is sacred. Mm-hmm. The head is
The head is
sacred.
sacred, I agree.
The
It's a
head is
sacrament.
sacred.
It's a sacrament.
Well, I was watching the Gemstones show,
Yeah.
which is so funny.
Yeah.
But there's so much like
Righteous.
on HBO now.
Righteous.
It's all dicks. Like everything. There's no boobs anymore.
I know what I heard. Is the pendulum is
It's-
swinging.
Yeah, so to speak.
So, all right, go back
But
to
right,
Nightmare Alley.
how many penises are there on HBO?
I
now?
love it.
There's a
well,
lot.
Succession has 0 penis. Well, actually, no. You know what's
They don't
funny?
have tits, though,
it did
either.
have almost had a penis in that too.
Oh yeah, there's no.
There's a part where he almost shows the penis.
Which guy?
Jeremy.
Jeremy Strong?
Jeremy shows it. Yeah.
Guy-
Almost.
Yep.
Oh, right, when he's doing the dick pic.
I'm thinking that Dad he wouldn't understand that we're gonna have super funny lines on Twitter. Probably some
Yeah.
pop off.
I need you to take my temperature. I need you to take the temperature on that.
Guys need to take temperature on the what are the optics on a Twitter blast? Something funky, something funny, funky like BoJack. Something for the BoJack guys. Maybe be down for that. When he said that, I
He
was
did.
like, oh no, I'm out.
But by the way, you know, don't you think that Jeremy Strong looks like Kyle Dunnigan?
No.
Yeah,
I think they look the same. I keep every
Are you
time
serious?
when I'm looking at that show, I'm just keep on
No.
thinking it's Kyle Dunnigan. I just think Kyle
I
Dunnigan's
do
here.
not think they look alike. I have to.
Well, on the
not even
Gemstones,
close.
there's a shot. There was a part. Did you see it?
They
No.
don't look alike. They don't look alike at all.
I saw the first episode. I didn't see
I
it.
haven't watched it yet.
Well, there's
Go
a
ahead.
part where one of the guys, they're like, your wiener's hanging out, and it's like, it's dangling down like that. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, if they were like, you can be on the Gemstones, but you got to show penile. I'd be like, can I just do that?
Like I said, the head is sacred. I go neck. You know,
The balls are sacred.
Oh, wait, was it balls or head?
I'm just saying, The head was hanging down. That's
Was
not
it,
a sacred.
Like through like a shorts or something or what?
It was like a long T-shirt.
Okay, it was dipping.
You know,
Was it
dipping.
Adam Devine?
No, I forgot the guy's name, but he's like the satanic
I don't know.
Adam Devine's friend, and they seem to have a homoerotic relationship.
MVP is Edie Patterson.
Anyway, go back.
Okay,
Absolutely.
look,
MVP.
Nightmare Alley, right? Can I kind of spoil? I mean, look, the movie. This is not the first time the movie was made. It was also made.
Spoilers
in
don't
the,
exist
It
anymore.
was made in the 40s as well.
Yes, they do.
No, after COVID they said that. Did you hear about that? There's no more spoilers now because of COVID.
So, I guess I'll
You
say.
just shut my brain down. I'm like,
I know, I'm like, look over
trying
at
to
Doug,
think
you're
about
like,
that,
wait.
and I'm like,
Grr, 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 grr,
I have
grr.
nothing to add to that.
Do you mind if I spoil it to you guys?
Just
and I'll
spoil
just,
it. I'm not going to see
Okay,
that.
and I'm going to tell this to the audience. Just skip the next 5 minutes. Okay?
Minutes?
Okay.
You're going to rob these listeners of 5 minutes?
Well, no, just to be on the safe side. I think it will only
Look how long my
take 2 or
finger
3
looks.
minutes, but just to be on the safe side.
Look at ET phone home over here. You got the ET
Holy
finger.
shit, that's
Man,
not-
that is weird.
that's
You
not
do look like
natural.
ET, actually.
I think it's the camera.
Wow, that is some ET looking finger
I
right
think
there.
it's some sort of a perspective issue.
So, okay, 5 minutes, guys, starting now.
I hope this is worth the 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
It is kind
I
of
know,
funny.
5
It is
minutes.
funny. Okay,
Can
so
you
as
clip
you know,
it?
this movie came out in the 40s as well, right? It was,
Okay.
and it's not a remake of that film, but they're both adaptations of a book.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about a guy who. This is what I was talking to my dad about it. He said, "Oh, are you interested in seeing Nightmare Alley?" He said, "Yeah, I am interested in seeing the new one. Yeah, the old one. Yeah, it's interesting to see the guy, be this cool guy who turns into a geek." And then so my brothers and I heard that and we thought, oh, this sounds interesting. This is a movie about a guy who turns into a nerd. I saw. Hold on, I did, and then here's what happened is, I saw the trailer a little bit. All I could know is that Bradley Cooper, he kind of starts off as like a rough and tumble kind of guy, and then he becomes this more suave-looking kind of guy. And I thought, oh, okay, he becomes more upper class and suave, and then I was thinking, oh, that's interesting that he turns into eventually maybe he becomes so upper class he becomes a nerd. And I thought this is an interesting concept for a movie. And I didn't care about seeing the movie until I heard this idea for the
dad.
movie. And I thought, and so my brothers and I thought, this sounds like an interesting movie. Let's watch it. So we watched it. And it became apparent to us very early on that it takes place at a circus.
Right.
And there's a geek there. It's an old the circus geek.
A freak.
It's supposed to be kind of a freak kind of guy
Circus
who
geek.
Face tats, eats swords. Like,
eats
that's like a-
or eats chick. They give him a chicken
Yeah,
to eat. He eats a
bites the head
live
off it.
chicken. He bites the head off a chicken or whatever. And
So he's a freak.
He's
He's
a
a-
kind of a circus
he is?
freak. Yeah,
He's
but
a psycho.
they called it a geek.
psycho.
They called it a geek, and then
Okay.
all of a sudden it hit my brother before it hit any of us. He said, "Oh, that's what he meant. He didn't mean he turns into a nerd. He turns into a geek, a circus geek, And so it just was this funny idea that we only watched this movie because we thought it would be about a guy who turns into a nerd starting as a cool guy, and then instead he turns into this homeless kind of geek guy,
Right.
So okay, the sketch for Saturday Night Live would be this: Bradley Cooper has to host, right? And it's come see it's a circus scene, and it's a play on Nightmare Alley, and it's topical. And they say, oh, come see the circus, the geek, come out to see the geek. And you see the crowd, and then who comes out of the little cubby hole or whatever, it's not this freak kind of guy. It's just this really Poindexter-y looking nerd, or actually he's not even a nerd. He's more of a geek, so he's got a Star Trek shirt on and stuff, and I don't know, maybe he's got mustard stains on him or something like that. And then they throw him a box of Twinkies and he bites into that or something like that. He bites the head off of a Twinkie or something, just something. Anyway, I was just thinking that could be a funny sketch for Saturday Night Live, is that playing on the whole geek thing. And it's actually, and I guess it doesn't have to be for Saturday Night Live. It could be funny to have a circus geek, but it turns out it's actually a modern geek,
SNL is probably the
Well,
best.
That's not going to work for SNL because I've never heard such a thing as a circus geek.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a thing.
Well,
Oh,
Nightmare
I
Alley
mean,
has made that more popular.
It is
now.
a thing. It's just an old word. It's
It's an old
old-timey
It's an old
situation.
word,
Yeah.
but the thing is because Nightmare Alley, it's an Oscar-nominated movie. People are going to know.
Nominated.
They're going to know what a geek is.
Is it
the
like
new
new,
geek.
like this year, Oscar now?
Yeah,
guess
that's
so.
what I'm saying. It's topical. People now know what geek really means.
People
original
now know
geek.
what geek really means.
The original geek.
Also, I'm reminded of the quote from. Well, it was a sample that was used in "Regulate" by Warren G. You probably are familiar.
Oh yeah.
I remember in the beginning-
regulators. You gotta be
you can't
handy
be any
with-
geek. You could be handy with the steel if you know what I mean.
can't be any geek off the street.
Yeah. You get, so you got to. So what is that from? Trespass or something? Is that from the movie
Regulators. Oh, I don't know what
movie is
from.
that from? Yeah.
Isn't it from that movie Posse?
Is it from
I
Posse?
think it might be from Posse.
Oh, really?
That's
Posse?
a deep one. My friend Jonathan and I found
Van Peebles.
We found the Posse poster in the trash can at the Barclay Square 6, and he was so excited because we couldn't even see the movie. We were too young.
I like that movie.
Posse? I never saw it.
You got
You saw
Billy Zane.
Posse?
Billy Zane is the villain in that.
God, I haven't seen that. I've never seen it. Posse.
Posse, yeah, Mario Van Peebles.
4 to 5 cowboys in the West were black. That's a fact. That's the tagline of the movie.
Does it say that?
I'm pretty sure it's 4 to 5 cowboys in the West were black. Something like that.
It is
Should
a
we bring
black
it up?
cowboy movie.
Okay, we have to move on from movies I have not seen or heard of.
Anyway,
With
point
all
being,
water.
Waiter.
waiter. It's waiter.
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 Water.
Water.
Actually, water makes more sense because
Water.
WAD is WAD and then R, water.
I saw some woman's
Water.
name by my house on some billboard. Her last name is Round, but it's ROWND. Isn't that weird? Round.
Round.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of dumb.
Wait, what's Round? A street name?
Her name, it's like Elizabeth Rounds, Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, just be
It's like
round.
round,
Just be. Why are you reinventing the wheel here?
Maybe it was roaned.
It could be Round, yeah.
Because, row, and
Yeah.
then you add the ND, roaned.
Maybe we should go to some annoyances. Maybe.
Hit me with some annoyances. I'm gonna solve them.
Solve some problems.
Problem solver. I got a brand new revolver. New album too. Is that Sadat X or is that brand
You're good at
Nubian?
freestyling, eh? Oh, no, that was a quote.
I think it's brand Nubian or Sadat X. I always get them confused.
Are you
Johnny,
really
what have you
big?
been doing lately, though?
I've been on the road a little bit with Duncan. I've been just writing a bunch, and I don't know. But kind of like starting to do stuff again. I guess
What
it's
are
a
you
weird
writing?
time. I'm writing this show. It's like a TV show thing.
Did you sell it?
I'm going. I haven't. I don't want.
Okay.
We'll see. I'll let you know.
You doing it by yourself?
No, I have some help.
You put me and Bent in there?
Sure, I will put you in there.
Thanks. Thank you.
I'm just trying. I'm
This
trying
is
to
a quid pro quo.
just get stuff
like
started.
you come here, we be on your show.
Of course, everything's quid pro quo. Trading this for that.
Are
But I'm
you trying to have? Do you trying to have kids or anything? Is that
No,
a thing?
I don't have kids. You'd know if I had kids. I
Right.
think.
Or you want that
I
eventually?
don't know. It's interesting to me. It's an interesting idea,
Yeah.
but I don't have kids. There's no plans to have kids right now.
Yeah.
Is that why you guys brought me here?
Trying to get you pregnant right now. You.
Yeah. Get me pregnant.
You specifically.
Did we do this one about? This is pretty minor, but it annoys me if my only option to wash my hands is with a near empty water bottle of soap that somebody has filled with water instead of refilling or replacing.
Wait,
Start over.
The only option to wash hands is
Yeah.
with a nearly empty bottle of soap. You know, when it's nearly
Yeah.
empty and they
Yeah.
fill it with water
Yeah.
to extend it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which I've done. I think it works fine.
I've done
sometimes.
it.
I've
I
done
did
it.
it.
We've all done
too.
it.
Yeah.
We've all done it.
But that's why Melissa is saying this is a very petty, a very minor annoyance, but she seems to hate that.
Okay, I got to.
It's happened at friends' houses, Airbnbs, etc.
Airbnbs
Haha.
and Bs, of course. Airbnbs are the worst.
I've got a solution for it.
Ooh.
I got a few solutions right off top.
Well, okay, I was just gonna say you get it. You bring with you a centrifuge everywhere you go, and you pour the liquid
This won't work.
into that, and it should, if things go according to plan, the centrifuge should
Pull the
pull the
soap?
water out. Yeah, separate the water from the soap, and then all you have left is the soap.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea. If you're at an Airbnb, they probably have a kitchen. They probably have a saucepan.
Mm-hmm.
You dump that soap in there, reduce it.
Oh,
Like a chef.
reduction.
You know, make a reduction.
Make a reduction.
Reduce that soap.
Yeah, that
My
then you
idea
can-
is just to do like 40 pumps. Just pump, pump, pump,
Oh,
pump,
so
pump.
like
Get all of it.
if it's
Oh,
if
use
it's
all
one,
of it.
if it's 10-to-1 water
Yeah.
to soap, use
10
pump
pumps.
it 10s or whatever, 10 pumps for one amount.
Right, that works too. Actually,
10
hey,
pumps.
these are all great solutions. And
I
think-
know another solution. Don't ever need to use the soap.
Bring hand sanitizer.
No, just don't.
Don't
Like, what's
wash.
she washing her hands about? Going to the bathroom?
I mean, I don't get poop
Do
on
a
my
no
hands
touch.
when I wipe.
Figure this out. Oh, get it some geek to like Get some
Get a geek to wipe
get
your
some
butt.
Get some geek to do the wiping.
Yeah. Get a geek wiper. Because circus geeks, that's why I go to the circus and it's like, watch as this man wipes another man's ass and doesn't wash hands.
You know, I'd go to the circus if it was no more elephants and lions, if it was just freaks.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
oddities. And, you know, you can keep the trapeze people. You know, no more tamers, no more elephants.
What about motorcycles that go in a circle?
Oh, yeah, we'll do that.
That
Yeah.
shit's cool.
It's time to reinvent the circus. Hey, maybe we should do that now. Reinvent the circus.
I gotta
Sounds
tell you
great.
guys
Let's do
something.
it.
Speaking of
That's a great topic for
washing
discussion.
hands, I have to talk about this.
You gonna go wash now?
About 2 weeks ago, I was in Nashville. I sang at a karaoke bar. Walked back to my hotel afterwards.
You were singing at a karaoke
Yeah,
bar?
it was like the first time I'd done that since the pandemic
But you made
started.
it sound like you were, you know, I was singing at a karaoke bar, like almost like a job or something.
Oh, well, it kind of, I know.
It's more like I was at a karaoke bar.
I was at a
I was
karaoke
doing
bar.
karaoke. Okay, I'm sorry.
I did karaoke at a
I'm sorry.
karaoke
I
bar.
just like the way you phrased it.
Had a bunch of beers. It's probably
Where
like
were you?
in Nashville.
Okay.
And it was
Were you
about
with Duncan?
Yeah, and it was
Did
about,
he sing?
He did not. No,
Oh, he's a geek.
he's a geek. He's a sing geek.
Did he stay home?
No, he was there. We were all there together.
He's watching you sing.
He did. I have a great video. I will share at some point. It's my full entire song, singing Creed's Higher, and fucking hitting it hard. So like hitting it good, like really hitting the harmonies. And I walked
Did you need a
back.
bodyguard to keep the ladies away after that?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I had a bodyguard, kind of this guy who was talking to me. So I didn't want to use the bathroom there. I had to shit, and I was kind of like, I'm just gonna go home.
Because you poo all the time.
Yeah, I poo a significant amount. Not a significant amount, but more
How
than
many times a
average.
day?
Depends. If it's a bad day, I'll poop like 6-7 times, maybe 8.
Hey, what about a good day?
Good days like 4, average.
Really?
But they're not emergency. They're not emergency shits. It's all. That's a whole other thing. But either
Okay.
way,
So you're at the
walk-
karaoke bar.
walk
you
back to
sang
the
Creed
hotel.
and it really knocked one loose.
knock one loose, and I have to walk back to the hotel. I decided I was going to walk, just go exercise, burn off some of the beers I drank, and I'm walking, and it's like this karaoke place. It's called Santa's Pub. It's this old dive bar. It's really cool. It's like super great, fun place to go. And I'm walking, I'm leaving there. It's kind of in this industrial park area. I gotta go to the bathroom, and I don't want to shit my pants. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'll just take a shit out here. There's no one around. There's nobody around.
Like a street
At
guy.
all.
Like a street geek.
Like a street geek. I find a ditch, a nice
Really?
ditch.
A ditch.
Where?
It was like
Nashville.
on a street that was by like a warehouse kind of thing. It was
Whoa,
and it
you
was
were
kind of inclined
Just
too.
like a little drainage ditch
Believe,
down
man,
there,
you're
right?
going full geek over here.
And I took a shit in the ditch. I took a nice clean shit in the ditch.
What?
And I remember reading years and years ago about, I think it's in like, maybe it's in the Torah or maybe it's in the,
Bhagavad Gita.
it's in some religious text, some desert religious text talks about
Really?
wiping your ass with a stone or 3 stones. And I always thought that was weird. The idea of, like, you can't wipe your ass with a rock.
You ever tried it?
And I saw these two rocks about the size of like, I don't know, what's
Were
this
they
big?
smooth, like river rocks?
Yeah, sort of like the size
No,
of
you
like,
you feel like you want a rough, like granite. You know,
Well,
get some.
even
grit
a
going.
smooth rock is kind of rough if you think
Okay,
about it.
okay.
It was like two Kanye stem players. Like that's what I saw.
Okay.
Those kind of rocks.
Gotcha. Stem players. Like
Yeah,
that
about the size of like a small, like a racquetball, right?
Sure.
I found them and I wiped my ass with the rocks and it worked great. And I walked home and I felt like that did the job. I couldn't believe it.
Don't you love when things work out?
I was
Like-
incredible. I was
Hey,
all
good for
alone.
you.
No one saw me at all. I didn't defecate like in a nasty place. I didn't wreck any
You
property.
didn't go home and kind of, once you got home, you didn't sort of follow up?
Yeah, of course I did. But
Okay.
I mean, it was good enough for
Did you
the
follow
walk.
up and you're like, there's no more?
Yes,
Those rocks did.
there was no more,
Whoa.
and it was. I mean, I'm telling you, I was surprised as hell.
Maybe
it was
'cause the
very
squat,
surprising.
Maybe the deep squat into the ditch
The
might
deep
have
squat is a big part of it.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah,
You
but-
don't want to be sitting like an American.
Yeah, no, you want to be deep squat, like incline,
Mm-hmm.
knees are almost to the chest. Did a deep squat, and the rocks were right there, perfect rocks, perfect stones. Sorry,
After you
not
wipe
rocks,
with them, did you
stones.
chuck them through a window or something?
I think I just
Chuck 'em at a
threw them
Hummer?
in the ditch. Threw them in the ditch.
Of course you didn't. do that.
Interesting stuff. Yeah, interesting. I just,
I have no
some of
fear
these
now.
religious texts have some good information in there.
They definitely do. That's why you don't. That's why you're only supposed to wipe with one hand, right? Isn't that the thing?
well, it's because you're supposed to
Traditionally-
keep one hand clean.
Yeah.
I
And
think
the other
in
one's
India they
dirty.
do that,
Mhm.
and then they just wash it off, and it's fine.
Wash off the hand.
Well, first of all, they use water and hand, to wipe the butt.
Water
Supposedly,
in
not everyone, but that's a sort of
water in
traditional
hand
older-
sounds like a great like hipster restaurant.
Water in hand.
It's a hipster bathroom. It's a hipster bathroom.
Water in hand.
It's a
hipster bathroom.
yeah. It's a business.
an eco-friendly
It's a
hipster
business,
bathroom.
you know?
Yeah.
Hi, welcome
You're
to
like
Water in
you're like
Hand.
on York. You know, you're like in Highland Park.
Hi, my name's Shiloh.
Yeah, we don't have a bathroom, but Water in Hand is right next door. If you,
You
wanna
can go to Water in Hand.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, it's a.
You can bring.
It's a pay bathroom.
We'll validate your.
We'll validate your shit
We'll
at Water
validate
in
your
Hand.
wipe. Or
Okay,
Water
so
in
we
Hand.
have three levels of stones here at Water in Hand.
Well, it is just holes in the ground.
Well,
man.
they offer hand. They offer
Water
They
in
offer
hand.
Water in Hand, and then there's the stone if you want to upgrade.
They also have geek services too.
Yeah.
As if
What
you
is
want
that?
to pay extra.
Well, it's
And
a
sign
geek-
up for our. If you every 10 shits, you get a free. Well, you get a free stone.
Hi, welcome to Woke Wipers. Welcome to Woke Wipers.
Water in Hand is
We
so
have,
good.
Water in hand. Well, that's what they do. That's why kind of old school guys in India, if you give them money with the wrong hand, they won't accept the money from
Oh,
it.
because
It's
what
kind of-
hand is the wrong hand?
I don't know which one is which, but one is the one you're supposed to eat with. The other one is the one
I
you
think
wipe
left
with.
is for eating and right is wiping.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's my
I don't know. But,
shooting from the hip guess.
but so I witnessed it
I feel
live,
like you
though.
eat more than you wipe, so you probably most people are right. So I'm gonna say right is eat, left is peep.
If only we could
So-
know instantly.
Well, I witnessed it live
want me to look
in
it
a
up?
taxi.
I
Oh,
kind
should we
of
just leave it a
like not
mystery?
knowing. I like not knowing.
Leave it a
knowing.
mystery. Yeah,
Yeah.
The guy driving was one of these guys who seemed kind of, original style kind of guys, and
Right.
yeah, my friend or somebody took out money to give him the taxi, and the guy he wouldn't take it.
Wow.
He gave it the wrong hand, and then my friend, whoever gave them, put the money in his other hand and gave it to him, and he took it. It was really interesting to
It's
witness
like
that.
I already touched it. I'm gonna transfer to this hand. Now you take it.
It's
He's
all
like,
about
yes.
the-
Now I take.
Yeah, well, it's a symbolic thing too.
Mhm.
You know, it's
Oh, of course. Yeah. If
it's
you do that, it's like a
it's
F you kind of thing.
It's a respect thing. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you give him with the bad hand.
It's like in America, if I gave you money, like, here's your dollar.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine doing that? It'd be funny to do that. Like, peso. Okay, that's $5, $10.
Right, that's funny.
That's 20. Is that enough? Is that right?
That's funny.
Okay, oh, you know, 10 more
Let me
dollars?
get
Okay.
another $10.
You reach in your wallet and you get the money out, like, okay, here you go, $10.
Shoot, I just thought of something funny.
Reinventing the circus.
Cash on the barrelhead.
Dude, I just had something good.
Dove's
Wiping versus eating. Hand in water.
How every movie's one word now.
No, don't. It was just recent. It was like the cab driver with the dollar and the.
How it's
It'll
just a
come back to me.
tradition. America.
Oh, man.
What would it be like in America? I did that tangent where I did the middle finger.
Yeah,
I was like,
that literally wiped my my thought
I think you need to get
out
on
of my
some.
mind.
Have you ever
know?
taken lion's mane?
I take mushrooms every day.
What do you take?
I take these
cordyceps?
mushroom gummies that are like,
Reishi.
it's got like 8 different mushrooms in it.
Really? Maybe you're not taking enough of it.
No, not just what. I'm not taking enough mushroom because I forgot what we were.
I don't know. I'm just
Something
saying.
funny I was about to say.
You want some of my microdose caps? I got a bunch of them.
I got those. I don't take those.
Try them out. Try it out.
You think that'll prevent this from ever happening? From a funny little thing that popped into my mind for 1 second.
Yeah,
That it would never go away.
I think it was so.
Well, this morning I had to go. I had a coffee and I drove to Venice Beach to go
Oh,
to
wow.
the skate park in the morning.
Damn, that's cool, man.
I know, but then after that, I'm drinking the coffee. It's like
Mhm.
rush hour traffic. I get there like 45 minutes later. And I go every morning, but this morning I kind of
You go every morning to Venice Beach.
no to the bathroom. I
Oh,
go
got
poo
it.
every morning.
Yeah.
And usually I double it. I go once and then half an hour later I go twice.
What
That's
happened?
good.
And I didn't go this morning because I got up and I rushed out. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're trying to get there early before the rush. And I'm walking up and I'm like, oh man, is there a bathroom over here? And he's like, yeah, those ones, you know those beach bathrooms.
I guess I don't mind them.
I mean, I was ready to
Those
do it.
are
but
otherwise known as geek bathrooms.
they're pretty,
Pretty geeked out, right?
they're street trash.
Yeah,
bathrooms.
but if this
They got that solid steel thing that you want to hover above.
Yeah.
And people go in there to probably do drugs all the time.
and like have sex. So
I thought to myself, I bet I can psychologically stop my body from having to go,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just skate through it.
Yeah.
I skated through it, and I didn't have to go again.
Wow.
Oh, you suppressed it.
I clenched and it went back up.
So when did you take it out then?
It swam back up.
When did you? Oh God. When did you go shit then? Did you go in
Dude,
the ocean?
I didn't go until I went all the way back to home.
Why'd you just go in the ocean and just go out there and be like,
Nah, I'm not trying to. That
You
would be
ever
the weirdest thing to swim, or like, what am I squatting and the waves are lapping over me and the
Have you ever
surfers
done
are.
a-
Have you gone poo in the ocean?
yeah.
Dude,
I'm
I
also
would
gonna
not.
poo in a lake.
That's nasty. I would.
Yeah,
not.
it's it's
No.
nasty.
That's so.
Damn, I wonder how many times.
No, I would just go to one of those junkie bathrooms before I did that.
I've only done it one time.
I wonder how many times.
Once.
Plus, I didn't have my swimsuit on. What am I gonna do? Strip down and go
Yeah,
out there?
go in your boxers and pull them down and drop the log.
You know, I pee at the beach all the time.
Well, yeah.
Where?
Have you seen my
everyone does.
method?
No.
Right in front of everybody.
What do you mean?
Did I ever teach you this method?
No.
And I teach my friends this
No.
method.
What is it?
I invented it,
Yeah.
and people do it. Like I see my friends doing it,
I'm
and
ready
they're like,
for
"Hey,
this.
Doug," and I'm like, "Oh, I know what
Oh
you're
my
doing."
God, what
you
is it?
lay down, prone, so your stomach's on the ground.
Uh huh.
Well, first you dig a hole. You dig a channel. You know,
This is
like a
already
one
bad.
hand,
This is-
one hand dipped.
You know what this is? This is sick.
This is the how-to geek guide. You know,
Geek's Guide to Shitting and
Geeks
Pissing.
Guide, yeah.
You pee in the sand. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
The high tide will come and it'll even everything out. You dig a channel,
Mhm.
right? Just deep enough, a little deeper than the tip
Okay.
to drop. And then you just kind of like lay down prone, and you can even be talking to your friends, but then you slip it out of the waistband, or you even put a towel or something.
You
And
don't piss in your pants?
no, you slip it out of your waistband. You take the penis out,
Yeah.
and it's just hovering above the sand, and you're just laying there. No one knows nothing.
You're prone.
You're prone.
So you're pissing
And you can
basically
even
all
like
over
distract
yourself.
people and be like, just be talking to them. You're not pissing on yourself. It's going straight
Oh, wait.
into the
So
sand.
this is not in the water.
No. This is on the beach.
Oh, my God. This is fucking psycho.
In the water, you just pee, or you just stand there and pee.
Why don't you just get in the water and pee?
Sometimes you don't want to go back in. It's so
Okay.
cold, and it's like a whole thing. And the waves are. You just want to like.
that seems crazy to me.
That is cool as
Dude,
shit.
I teach people, and they're like, "No, I can't do that." And Corey, I was there with Corey. He's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, where's that bathroom?" I'm like, "See that way over there? You got to walk over there, and I can simply do my method." And some people get pissed when I'm too close.
Simply the piss.
I'm like,
spray.
quit being upset. They get all mad at me. They're like, "You're peeing right here." I'm like, "I'm gonna bury it."
Wow.
I'm like, "Fine, I'll go a few steps away."
That's interesting.
Could I
man.
upgrade that to doing a shit that same way? Doing like
Don't
a
do
shit
that.
like, hey
That's-
man, what's up?
No, that doesn't work like that.
What if I did though?
Like in an emergency, I would sign off on
Like,
it, but you got to
How
dig
about
deeper.
you have to wipe though?
What if I didn't? I squat
What if you
deep
just
enough.
kind of like went along like a poodle,
Yeah, one
like
like
with
a poodle.
a
Then I go
one
in the
of those
ocean
butt-
and I get a couple waves.
like a
and
mini
I'll clean
dog
it
with
off
a
good.
You know how the butt has the gland that they scrape?
Yeah.
I wonder how many times someone's been out at sea and ran into a poo log.
I actually know people. I know a
The
guy.
pool log gets destroyed, disintegrated
It's not true
immediately.
though. I know a guy.
human
I know
in
a
the
guy.
waves here?
I'm gonna tell this story. In Florida, I knew some guys who were from Jupiter, which is like
Gulf.
Atlantic. They were
Okay.
surfers in the Atlantic Ocean. We have a friend of theirs who was a baggage handler. His name was Chris. Chris L.
I like how he's a baggage handler.
Well, that just sort of
Is that
just,
going to come into
that
it?
describes just the kind of person he is. He was also a guy who had a, I think he had an Isuzu something with the windshield wiper fluid aimed to the right, so he'd drive by bikers and gas them with the windshield wiper. That's this guy, and this guy.
I kind of like that.
He's this guy was well, hung out with him twice. He
Depending
was
on the biker, they could use a little squirt. once
very
in a
fun
while.
guy. Very fun guy. He was incredibly bad at spelling. Like could almost
Uh-huh.
like spell like at a fourth grade
I
level
hate to
speller.
look
Right?
at his wordles.
I don't think he could.
Never get
Even
through
he'd be
them.
like, God damn it! This guy, when they would go surfing with him, he had this thing he'd do. They'd always look out. They always make sure they know where Chris was, because if they didn't see him for a minute, it meant he would swim up tide a bit. You know how there's like a current that goes along the shore
Yeah.
typically? He would go up the current a little bit, take a big duke, then he'd go back with the guys and be like, what's that? As his shit's like
Oh,
floating
no.
by them. They'd be like, oh, gross!
Oh my god!
But he would do that to fuck with them. He'd take a big shit just
Upstream,
slightly
he
up.
upstreams them.
Yeah, upstreams them. So the shit floats by
And
them.
as he gets floaters too.
Yeah, big old floaters, yeah. This guy also used to drink orange juice whenever he had a passenger in his car because it made him fart so much. He just like fart tortured them to death.
Interesting. This guy really likes to get people
Yeah. He was
with stuff.
Just a
Lemongrass.
classic.
Every girl in town wanted to be with him.
I don't think so. I don't think they did.
And so he would squirt. He would squirt on the bikers, huh?
He would do this. He would squirt on
like
people.
that.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Sometimes I think of like, I would never do this, but like 007 little things to do to like for
Like
evil
pranks?
cars that drive around.
Yeah.
Like somehow like put in a paintball gun
Oh yeah.
like in your grill. So if someone's being like total douche out there driving recklessly, just tag them, but make the paintballs like be paint dissolving acid or something.
That'd be a good idea.
Or like just a sticker, like a little sticker. They're like, what is this? It like sticks on there. Like, what's this gooey stuff? It's like, please drive safer.
I used to pour honey on people's cars who double park. Like
Really?
a ton of
I
honey
did
all
that.
over
I
their,
think I put some honey on
their
a handle
windshield
once.
and
I did that
handles.
once.
Yeah,
Really?
I've done it.
Gee
It's a waste
whiz,
of
guys.
I've done a lot of pranks.
There's a lot of stuff being talked about on this episode that I would just.
Dude, I went to my volleyball
Right.
court the other day, and every single parking spot was taken,
Yeah.
except there was one where there was a guy splitting exactly, taking up 2 lanes
What
right
kind
down
of car
the middle.
was it?
He was backed in a
Mhm.
black little Honda Fit kind of
Okay.
sized
Wow,
car.
that's not normal.
And I was able to eke in. I was like, he was
Mhm.
backed in. I pulled in forward, and I got exactly like right there. And I'm like, I look over. I'm like, it was blacked out like limo tint.
Mhm.
I'm like, dude, there's someone in there. Oh shit, So then I kind of can see him because I'm like right next to him, and I go like, roll down, and I'm like, hey, any chance you could like move over a little bit? He's like, I'm just glad you didn't hit me. I'm like, dude, fuck you.
He said it like
Like
that.
he's saying it like I'm the bad guy, I'm
Of
just
course.
glad you didn't hit my car. I'm like, why would I hit your car?
Well, so then what was the exchange then?
I played it nice, I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, thanks, man, because he seemed, like he could be a bad guy. Who's any guy that's like in a public park in their
Mhm.
car by themselves, backed in, with limo tint?
They're always doing Joe jobs.
There's something illegal going on.
Yeah, he's
Did
doing
he
Joe.
really
Like-
say it like that? He said,
He just said,
"I'm just glad you
I'm
didn't."
just glad you didn't hit my car.
But he kind of had a little lower register though. He goes, "I'm just glad."
He said
you
it
didn't-
like
I'm just glad you didn't hit my car.
like he was in Breaking Bad or something.
Oh, I'm just glad you didn't hit my car. Oh.
Well, he didn't say it like an Australian. Well, I'm just glad you didn't hit my car.
Yeah, just glad
He
you
didn't do
hit it.
that.
Glad you
But he
didn't
was
hit
kind
No,
of.
he was
Batman.
like-
He was Batman kind
He was
of.
like a badass dude. He was like a gangster style. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? He was a gangster.
He was gangster style.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he okay.
I was like, yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. That's what I said. He got me on the defense, and I'm like, dude, you're the one who's the asshole. Every spot is full, and you're double dipping. Move that ass over.
Here's what I would say. Ready? Ask me what he said to you.
He didn't ask me anything.
What he said to you. What he said to you.
Oh, I'm just glad you didn't hit my car.
I would never.
I would never.
Oh,
you
I
go
would
on.
never.
How about you do it to me? Actually,
Just
Here.
go southern on him.
You go me.
Just glad you didn't hit my car.
I would never do that. Yeah, go.
Wait, just do it to me.
I'm just glad you didn't hit my car.
I would never.
Oh, that's deep. Oof.
Well, how about
It's
check
kind of
this
like
one
Louis
out? Armstrong.
Mhm.
Check this one out. Hit me.
I'm just glad you didn't hit my car.
I would never do that. I don't move my lips.
That's scary.
I would never do that.
That's spooky.
I do want to think about comebacks for like, what's a good comeback for that?
You know what the best comeback is all the time?
Or you
Always.
do this.
What?
It's just, I'm sorry, what? That's
Or
all you
go
gotta do.
like
You
this.
say it a couple times
Or
in a
just
row.
laugh.
You can go like this too. I would never do that.
That's
He's-
scary,
there's a-
man.
I would never do that, but I might.
Oh, like there's a like your weird ventriloquist guy won't,
Yeah,
but you
this
might.
Guy, I might.
This guy
This guy won't.
Oh,
you know?
God, that
won't, but
guy's
this guy
scary.
might.
I
as
won't
shit.
do it. I might.
Oh, okay.
Wait, do that.
You gotta freak
be that
them
guy.
out.
Be that guy.
Which guy?
You gotta freak-
I'm me, and you're the bad guy.
Okay. Just glad you didn't hit my car.
just glad you didn't hit my car.
Oh.
I'm just
Fight.
kidding. I'm gonna move it over here, sir.
Or you could
have
just
a great
do,
day.
How about you do that voice for the responses we were giving? Hit me with the guy. Give me the guy.
Glad you didn't hit my car.
I would never do that.
I got one.
You know,
I got
just
one
kind
ready.
of in a teasing kind of voice.
I got a good one here. I got one good one. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I'm just glad you didn't hit my car.
Hey, I don't tell you whether to spit or swallow, do I?
Wait, hit me with that guy.
Oh,
I'm just glad you didn't.
When was the last time you took a shit? Just ask him a weird
Well, ask me
disarming.
again, ask me again.
Halfway
Fine,
between.
hit me.
He's not
actually.
even done saying
Hit me
it.
with the guy.
When's the last?
I went poo poo.
Just go geek on him.
You go geek on him, yeah.
Okay, I got one. Ready? Hit me.
I'm so
Hit me.
sorry.
I went poo poo.
Hit me. Ready?
I'm just glad you didn't hit my car.
Where did you get those rims? I love those. I've been looking for those. What, are those
Yeah, just
JR's twos?
Kill him with kindness and like praise.
That actually does work anytime to diffuse any situation.
Oh yeah, just kill him with kindness.
Is this a new?
Right. Change the subject.
Yeah.
And compliment them.
Mm-hmm. No person ever would fight you if you did that. They'd be like, oh, yeah, it's actually, yeah, this is a BR27. You can actually, this place in Glendale, his name's Manny. He's a really cool guy.
Wait, Johnny, diffuse the situation. I'll be the bad guy.
Okay.
But then your first response will be snarky.
Okay.
And then I'll do something, and then you have to diffuse.
Okay, I got it. Ready?
I'm just glad you didn't hit my car.
You're lucky I didn't hit your car. Is that a Ruger or a Glock? My dad had one just like that.
Oh, it's a Ruger.
That's a Ruger? Wow, that's really
Oh, you
rare.
want to check it out?
Yeah, let me check
Here.
it out.
How about that? How about this? Here, I want to do that scenario again. You hit me with the same scenario.
I'm the bad guy?
I'm going to say exactly what you said, but I'm going to
Okay.
I'm going to diffuse it. Okay,
Okay,
watch. Go
okay.
ahead, hit me.
I'm just glad you didn't hit my car.
Yeah, you're lucky I didn't hit your car. Right when I remember that other day when I was driving next to your car, I was talking to my friend. Oh, hi, what's going on here?
No, you're dead.
Your dad.
No, but it turned
dead.
out I was talking to this guy though. You know, the
No,
other guy.
that's fake.
Or no, how about this? Do it one more time.
I'm just glad you didn't hit my car.
Yeah, you're lucky I didn't hit your car. The other day when I was, driving your car, what are you talking about? what car?
I'll blow the hand off with a shotgun.
Ah! You killed my friend. Why? I almost hit his car.
You ever pretend to be foreign?
Oh, that's a good one.
I've done
I said that to
that.
bums.
Oh, I've definitely done that before.
Yeah. That's
But
a hard
what
one.
foreign?
not
Like
to-
how foreign?
Oh no,
It's
not
like,
to diffuse situations. I just
where do you go,
I-
Russian, or where do you go?
You should go like French or something like that.
Let me see you go French.
I haven't done it in years.
I would just do that when I go
Let's
order
try one
food
now.
and stuff, or if I'm at Subway sandwiches or
Right.
something like that, where I'm telling them I just would go in it with a character. I do
Right.
that. I haven't.
I've seen that before.
Me do a character in live.
Yeah.
I
I
work at the
have,
Subway.
yeah.
Ready? I work at the Subway. Oh, yep. Yeah, he almost hit my car. Hi, welcome to Subway.
That guy's working there.
Yeah, let me get a veggie jubilee.
What?
A veggie jubilee.
What is that?
It's popping, right?
That's not even foreign though.
What
That's
is
like,
veggie jubilee?
I'm saying a character.
I want you to go foreign.
Well, I've done that too, actually. I said,
Okay, do it. Ready?
yes,
Yeah, and he said, oh, he liked my car a lot, even though he almost hit it. So we're friends now. He's really cool. I think he might. Hey, welcome to Subway. Hi.
yes, can I get the veggie jubilee?
Okay, sir. Do you want 6-inch or 12? And what kind of
I
bread?
want 6-inch bread.
Veggie, eggs, and cheese. We have Italian eggs and cheese.
I want to get the tomato. Get the.
Okay, sir. Slow down. We haven't got to that part yet. Right now, you just pick your meat and your bread and your size.
I want poo poo.
Okay. Customers are for restrooms only. Okay. After you get your
just
sub,
want
you can
poo-poo.
bring it in there.
I just want poo-poo.
When's the last time you had Subway?
Actually, I haven't had Subway since before the pandemic
I had
started.
it about 2 weeks ago.
I almost had it recently, but I haven't had it in a while.
For some
Guess
reason,
what? It's the same. It's the exact same. It's still just.
I like it.
It's okay.
It doesn't make me have to go to the bathroom.
Best chocolate chip
Yep.
cookies in the
And
world.
but somebody told me it's like super bad.
Well, I
There's
don't
somebody
know.
who will tell you everything
Right.
is super
They
bad.
say
Right?
No, but it's like extra. Something
said-
about like the way the
Nah.
food is like shipped. Like
Oh,
just,
that. I heard this thing
some
about
other
there was
way, some other thing you wouldn't expect.
a yoga mat material in the bread, supposedly.
Well, yeah, you got those.
That's because yoga mats are probably made of good stuff.
Well, I used to have a joke about that.
Right.
No wonder that.
Jared,
Shit, I forgot. Oh,
it's about Jared.
no,
It's
no
gotta
wonder those.
be
No
about
wonder that
Jared.
bread. No wonder those sandwiches taste like MILF taint.
MILF taint.
My favorite thing now is that
It's a little. So, it was
MILF
back
taint.
before the pandemic, before I got more sensitive. Back in my
Before you grew up.
before I grew up, I was saying
That's your
I was
wild
making
days.
jokes about MILF taint.
MILF taint.
MILF taint. That's funny. No wonder it smelled like MILF taint. It's kind of a funny idea. Yeah.
Those sandwiches are good though. That's why MILF taste good.
I get the veggie patty. Veggie patty
Haven't
with
effed with that in a
provolone.
while. I just go pure veggie.
I usually
load
just-
it up
Oh,
with
that's right,
all
you
that.
do.
I just get the veggie jubilee.
And it's nice
you
and
know?
crisp and green and cold.
Yeah.
And you get those red onions on there.
Well, see, you're
No
a red
red
onion
onions.
guy. That's grandpa
Ugh.
shit. I
Oh, you
can't
don't
do
like
that.
onions?
grandpa shit.
I like the way they taste, but they make me feel bad.
Oh,
Me
you
too,
guys
me too,
are.
me
You guys
too.
don't like those. What do you call them?
Aliums.
Yeah,
All aliums
yeah.
make me feel my body feel bad.
Yeah, I
and for
can
24
handle-
hours.
What about roasted garlic? Can you handle roasted
no
garlic?
garlic, no onions, and
Roasted?
any form of
Roasted.
any kind of
That's hard to avoid. I do
caramelized.
roasted garlic and I do
don't do that.
sometimes a little bit of caramelized onion.
No
That's it.
caramelized, no roasted, none of that. I just do only. But I love stuff roots. I love roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about something that has like garlic powder in it? Because that's almost unavoidable.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I can probably tolerate that. But
Yeah.
when I consume garlic or onions in any form, really,
Yeah, it makes you feel
it
really
makes
bad.
me feel bad for 24 hours.
It's almost like a poison.
Yeah, it's weird. It
Mm-hmm.
also what's weird about garlic is it will make me not. It will make me think I don't need to eat for a long
Wow.
time. 8 hours will pass since the last time I ate. It was if
Jesus.
it was a garlicky thing, and I'll feel like I'm not hungry. It's a weird thing on me. Maybe that's something if someone wants to lose weight and they have my issue, just eat garlic. It'll make you think that you don't need to eat.
I used to eat a smashed clove of raw garlic before I would travel. It's supposed to keep you from getting sick.
Yeah, I mean, I take garlic pills too
Oh, you do?
sometimes,
Okay.
odorless pills. When to prevent, to
Yeah.
boost the immunities. I don't like to take them, but I'd take them.
I love that. Raw, take a clove of garlic, you smash it, let it sit there for about 10, 15 minutes, let this thing called Allison form, and then you put it on a couple tortilla chips, eat that, oof, you'll be like, you're going to feel it for the next 24 hours.
You know, Doug and I made an interesting discovery about garlic.
Okay.
We looked at a a whole thing of garlic. What do you
Right.
call it? A bulb of garlic?
Clove? It depends.
No, it's not clove. It
The
was
full
a full
bulb.
bulb. I
Okay.
guess.
There's as many cloves in one bulb. Like
Yeah,
big-
many cloves in one bulb.
We looked at that, and we looked at the sort of butt of it, or whatever you
Well,
want to
we're
call
on
it.
the microscope show.
Oh, the root part or
Microscope.
the top?
With the microscope on the root.
Okay.
Yeah, we looked at that up close.
Right.
We saw some disturbing things.
We saw bugs?
Yeah, really small, microscopic, little tiny bugs that were crawling around on it.
Yeah,
that
that's-
we couldn't see with the naked.
That's okay, though. That's in everything, though. Also, you wouldn't eat that part of it.
No, you wouldn't. But I made me think. I wonder what else has these little bugs.
I think almost everything in the world is covered in that stuff almost all the time. I don't know. Some
Well, you know, we have like
cyanobacteria-
trillions of biome
trillions just
running through our body, and that's. I
heard-
don't want to get into this, but this open up a can of worms, so to speak.
Yeah.
That's
Can of
if you
parasites.
listen to, or if you look this up, it's like connected to your mood and your
brain.
You're the person of who you are. There's a
Yeah.
lot of like this whole. It's like you're the president, and these are all your constituents. There's trillions of microbes in a way.
There's
They're doing all these little. Yeah, they're like. I don't know if they're like bacteria sized.
It's all kinds of stuff. It's everything. I think it's like maybe a third your weight or something. So it's a number where you cannot believe how much.
A third of your weight.
It's a huge part of your weight.
I don't know about a third of the weight.
It's a significant amount. It's a.
I mean, in
significant
fact,
amount.
I would not. I would think it would be a very small percentage of your
Oh,
weight.
you'd think it would be, but you'd be wrong.
In your eyelids. I mean, your eyelashes apparently have little
Eyelashes
bugs.
everywhere. We're covered inside and out.
I mean, not me because I keep it clean.
Oh, you
but
think
Let's
keep
go to
it
another
clean.
annoyance. Clean means you're covered in bugs. That's the way you want to be.
Huh?
That's the
They
best
work
way
for
to-
me.
They're
They work
running,
for
they're,
me.
They're working for you. Yeah, they're working for you.
I have so much yogurt all the time.
I like yogurt.
I fucking love yogurt.
I get. I like non-dairy yogurt. Do you do that?
Ooh, no, that's not real yogurt. But
I do
it's-
that.
No, it is.
Yeah, it's got the.
There's a couple brands
not
I
the
like. I
same.
like Forger
got the
Project.
prebiotics in there.
It's honestly,
Like a
it's
cashew
good,
yogurt.
but it's truly not the same. It's
You know
just
the Forger
not.
Project?
taste
Sean
wise?
B?
No, everything wise, it's not the same thing. You don't have the same same fats. I know Forger. It's good. It's good.
Forger
I
Project.
like it.
You know,
It's good.
Sean,
I like
Sean
it.
Baker.
Who?
Sean Baker, the Forger Project.
What?
You know Sean Baker, the director.
Yeah.
He made
guy
the
from
Florida Project. Anyway,
That guy is a.
We got to get back to
Good
the
director.
annoyances because we
Is
probably.
he not a great director?
he's good.
How much time do we have there, Aaron?
We're at 53.
Okay.
All right, get me annoyed here.
We'll do one and then we'll wrap.
Can you flip
this.
it next time I come on? Instead of being annoyances, people just say stuff like, "Hey, I bet this is going to annoy you."
Annoy us?
Yeah, you send in something to annoy the guest. Like, try this. Like, does this annoy you? What if I said this? Would this annoy you? What if I don't know if that? Never mind. It's not going to work. I just thought about it. It didn't work.
No. It could be. I mean,
I just thought about it and it doesn't work.
Anything's possible. Yeah.
Honestly, I just thought about it and it doesn't work.
This person says, what I'm annoyed by is when Johnny has things that don't work that he thinks about.
There you go. See?
Now, this is from Nathan. I'm not sure if you've already talked about this, but I think car headlights are too bright these days on, like, newer cars. I drive also, and they're too bright on cars coming the other way. And also, a pedestrian, they're dazzling when you're walking along the pavement at night. He's got a weird way of writing. The worst time to be dazzled and temporarily blinded is when you're driving a car, right? What can be done? Thanks, guys.
He's right, and I am a culprit. I have to get my headlights fixed. I have to get them tipped down.
Your dazzler?
Is that true? They're too bright?
I hate it. I hate that they're too bright. I have a truck, and they are so bright.
He bought a new truck.
Yeah, and they are so fucking bright. It's ridiculous. I feel so bad. Sometimes I actually will turn them off when I'm behind someone because I can tell I'm just blasting
Sometimes
them.
I flick people, like I'm at a stoplight, and I'm blinded. It's like blinding.
Yeah,
and I'll be
agree.
like, okay, turn your brights off, and I'll flick them, and then they flick me back. Like,
that's because they probably don't have their brights on. They probably have their regular lights on.
and they're just
this guy's
aimed
right.
up because they're
This guy's
dumbasses. No, he is right. I feel like lights are getting brighter and brighter, and they're getting the technology with lights is through the roof.
Mine are so bright.
What can be done?
I mean, I just gotta.
I know. I just get that white washer fluid aimed.
Dimmer pack.
Start spraying these fools.
Hosing them down.
Hose these geeks.
What's it called? Arj Barker has a really just great bit about modern headlights being too bright. It's so good. I don't want to retell it. Just something people should check out as homework for this
Speaking
episode.
of Arj,
if it's available, yeah.
He's still in Australia, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys think we'll ever go to Australia again?
Do we will?
Yeah, like we'll be able to go.
I've never been.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. Do you think you'll be
I've
able
been
to
there
go
like
now?
4 or 5 times. I would love
But
to go
now
back. Let's
it's
go.
like really hard to go there, isn't it?
Is it?
It'll open up. Things are opening up.
God, I hope so. Because I
Let's
love
go.
Australia.
Let's go back.
Let's go to Australia.
We
Want
got
to
to
go?
solve this problem. I'll go with you. Let's do a tour.
I think this problem is unsolvable. It's just life sucks. And,
No, I think there's always a solution.
There's always something.
Look, on the Poundcast.
Sunglasses.
On the
Sunglasses?
Poundcast, there's always a solution.
I know. Okay, look. Here's what you do. Get some sunglasses with a mirror on the front.
Yeah. Yep.
And when you get blinded, you blind back. All you do is you blind them back. And you get a little paintball gun. Like I have that built,
This-
007 style.
This idea, this illegal idea.
Just a legal idea. Shoot their car with little paintballs that stick with little messages on there. Kind of like little gummies.
They say suck it.
And they say, fix your brights or I'm coming for you.
Or fix your regular ones. Like mine need to be
Fix your lights.
regular.
Quit blinding me.
Some girl
Or you
flicked
know
me
what?
off.
Whenever someone blinds
day.
you,
I got an idea.
ram them.
I like ramming.
You said I couldn't see. Sorry.
Hey, sorry, you blind me. I couldn't see.
How about this though? You install some sort of mirror that can come out of your car.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I've
that-
thought about this.
That's
it
it.
just reflect it back onto them.
Yeah.
And you can kind of tilt.
Yeah.
You know, make it
it's
so
like a
that
joystick. You're like,
yeah, you can tilt the mirror so you can get them right
I would
in
love
their
that.
windshield. You know, so you just hit them right, blast them hard with the light.
I was thinking about how to do that from the back. Some mirror that flips up on the back of your car. Because sometimes I get it from the back right into the rear view mirror.
Oh.
And you know, you can just flip that thing, but sometimes it's like, these fools got to get blinded back.
I'll tell
That'd
you
be
the
kinda
solution right
cool.
now. It's simple.
You know what? Find them, follow them to their house,
And shoot them.
get acid, blinding acid, blind them blind.
I got the real solution here. Is you get a
Just
You
kidding,
get
folks. I don't advocate violence, but blind them.
get a 2015 Toyota Tundra and lift it.
Yeah, just get your car lifted.
Yeah.
Keep lifting it
Just
until
keep
you're like
lifting it.
above the lights.
Get a Tundra, baby.
Above the lights.
Get a nice used
Dude, that's
Tundra.
a movie. It's called Above the Lights. It's about this guy that keeps getting blinded. This guy, Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't know what to do. And his
Nothing.
friend's like, let's lift your car.
Yeah.
And he keeps lifting it. What does he have though? Like a
Hyundai
an Altima,
Elantra.
a Nissan Altima.
They're
Boom,
monster
boom, boom.
truck tires though, right? On a Altima?
No, it'd be funny if they're just stock and just these little
Stock tires
but
with
he's
like
just
a-
cranked way up.
Yeah, it's got like a, it's called like a pad or a stack.
Above the
it's
lights.
called. And the song is that song by George McRae, I Get Lifted. I get lifted up high, high, high.
Above the lights.
So that's the movie. Let's write this movie. real
Nathan is
quick. That happens.
above the lights.
That happens like, okay, act one,
And he's super hot too, right? And everything does is hot.
He's hot.
No,
yeah,
he's a
he's
geek.
super hot.
He's,
a hot
he's geek, but he turns into a hot guy.
He's a hot nerd geek.
I'm trying to say the story. He's a geek, right? He's blinded. He can't get anything done. He's on a date. He's blinded. She's like, "You're so blinded," and she gets out of the car, right? And he's like, "I got to do something about this."
She says, "Grow a pair of eyes."
She's like, "You're so blinded."
Nathan Salamander.
And then she gets out of the car and gets into the Tundra's car or whatever it is, the Ridgeline, and then his friend, who's even a bigger geek's like, "I'm gonna crank you up." It's Booger from Better
Okay,
Off
so
Dead.
these are not circus geeks.
Booger from Better Off Dead's like, "I have a garage and I'm a hot rod guy," and he cranks him up. Then he's above the lights, right? And the higher he gets, a little bit high, and he's kind of cool, and then he gets higher and higher, and he gets cooler and cooler and cooler.
So many songs you can have. Sly and the Family Stone. I want to take you higher.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You can also
You
have that
see that
song
in the
"Lift Me
trailer.
Up,"
I
Yeah.
want to get high, so
Dude, Creed.
high.
I can take.
Can you lift me higher? To
Or that song,
a place
Higher and
where
Higher,
No
you wanna-
lights go.
Ghostbusters 2, and when they
yeah.
activate the Statue of Liberty.
Higher. How's
Wait,
that
so
go?
okay, look, here's what happens. The guy gets high, and then he's the coolest guy in town, right? Then he's blinding everybody else, and he became what he was against this whole time. So he hits this rock bottom of everyone hates him, and then
Then he decides
how do we
to go-
do? What happens on Act 3?
He goes below the lights.
He
That's
goes
how he
underground.
counters it. Is he goes
goes
underground?
underground.
He goes underground.
Oh, he goes underground, and him and his nerd friend decide they're gonna get rid of all electricity.
And they
at
turn
all.
into moles. They
Then
don't
they
have eyes
turn
anymore.
into Then they turn into circus geeks and underground.
This man can't
turn-
see at all. He's
They
lost
turn
use
in-
of his
Oh,
eyes.
so it just ends with him in a circus tent coming out of a cage.
They're putting it.
It's like the mole man.
and then he's doing poo.
It all started because he was blinded, and then in the audience is the bully who first blinded him with his Tundra, with his F-150.
yeah, and that guy.
And the bully, the bad guy, wins at the end. He's like, "Haha, geek," and then roll credits.
And it's a
And
learning
then-
movie.
And then the Creed
you learn.
song.
Or
kicks
actually,
in
how about
again.
not haha geek? It's more just he sees the guy, he chews on a chicken head or whatever, and then it shows the bully guy, and he goes, "Bravo." That's the end.
Slow clap.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Brava.
Bravo.
Brava.
And then it shows that guy getting into his car, turns on his high beams, rides off into the moonlight.
And he's walking in hokas that are like 6-inch soles.
How about he's driving home and it's just like this awesome shot. He kind of like drone behind the car. Every car he comes towards is getting blinded and going and crashing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like going down the highway.
And then he
Like a
zoom out.
2-lane highway, like country road, and every car he's so blinding, it's like daylight in front of him, and they're
Yeah.
all just like going, and they're all, it's just like this stunt shot, Tarantino style. Every car is crashing.
That's a funny idea for a
And
little
it
mini.
ends with the bad guy winning.
Yeah.
I love when the bad guy wins.
Here's an
Big
interesting
fan.
and kind of sketch or something. Is it seems like it's daylight out, and then you say, and it's just whatever, it's shot in daylight, and then you just say, I think your lights are too bright. Can you turn the lights off
And you
in
turn
a car?
it down,
You turn it down, and it's
like-
nighttime. It turns out it's nighttime.
I think
That could
this
just be a
is
funny
good.
short little sketch.
It's good.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, or maybe this
Like
is
a
what it is.
TikTok.
Maybe this is what it is. You're
tick.
you're on a road. It's two cars. They kind of come. He's like, oh man, he's shot during the daytime, and then you say, hey, can you turn are your high beams on? Can you turn our lights down? They're too bright. And then he says, oh yeah, sorry about that. Turns it off. It's nighttime. And then
Yeah,
it drives by,
just
say,
click.
thank you. And then it's a PSA at the end. It just says, dim your lights.
Turn your damn brights off.
Turn your brights off.
When it's nighttime, you don't need it to be daytime.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, dim your lights. When it's nighttime.
When it's nighttime, don't make it daytime. Nighttime's for night,
Or
not
just say,
day.
it's called daytime, not or it's called
It's called nighttime.
It's called nighttime,
not
daytime. Dim your lights.
People are trying to sleep. Go see Johnny live on these dates. When's this going to come out?
Huh?
When's this going to come out? Like right away?
Next Friday.
Oh, let's wrap the first
let's wrap
part
it up next Friday.
What you got to
Okay.
plug, fool?
It's too late.
No.
What, are
is
you
it?
somewhere this weekend?
Yeah, I start on Sunday.
Where are you going?
Hmm.
Going to Cincinnati and then Nashville and then Atlanta, then Birmingham. That's it. Just 4 shows, 4
Hey.
days.
Oh, wait, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Wait, say
Yeah.
that again?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
That's an interesting
I know.
Sunday,
time
Monday,
of the
Tuesday,
week
Wednesday?
to do stand-up.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Are
Wait,
you
and
talking
what-
by yourself?
by myself.
What dates again? I mean, where are the
Let me come.
cities?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Cities.
Cincinnati, Nashville.
It doesn't matter. He's going to be back. By
I know,
Atlanta,
I know.
Actually, for
Birmingham.
the After Dark, we'll get this earlier.
Oh,
so
nice.
some
Well,
people will
they'll-
hear this.
They'll get it on Wednesday morning.
Yeah,
But
it's too late.
Well,
No,
I'll just
what-
I'll bump you on the socials.
Fuck
what is?
this.
I'm just curious for my own personal and
Right.
for everyone's interest.
Mhm.
What cities you did do already? Well, let's say.
I have done
No, I'm talking about
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
I did Nashville.
Yeah.
I did Atlanta, and I did Birmingham, Alabama.
Huh. Cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool.
You drive between those?
I'm going to be driving.
Yeah.
So you fly to one, rent.
Fly to Cincinnati,
Zip
rent
around.
a car, drive, and then I fly out of Atlanta the next day, super late, after my last show.
Your
in
last show, so you
Birmingham.
can party, sleep.
Yeah.
in.
Also, just I don't. I'll be so tired. I'm kind of. I don't know.
Let's talk about that after dark.
Okay, I'll talk about it after that.
Thank you for listening. If you want to keep listening to me and Brent and Johnny talk, join our Patreon page.
Join up. Get in there.
Patreon.com/Poundcast.
Get in there. Find
And
your niche.
support the Poundcast.
Get in there.
And,
Find a great time.
Support
to be
Johnny. Follow him on social media. What is he called? Johnny Pemberton?
There. Yeah, just my name.
Just.
Just go to Johnny Pemberton. I see that you were in Iowa filming a movie with
I was.
our friend Coolsey. We can talk
Mhm.
about that after dark too. And thank you to our Aaron Bruntgart behind the decks, running the. Thank you to All Things Comedy for making this possible. Thank you to our Poundcast squad. We're talking Jackie Montana. We're talking Jack Birch and Chloe Bonilla. They make this. They're behind the scenes making this, putting the show together for us.
Yes.
And I think that's about it. I'm going on tour with Tenacious D in September, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
My brother wants tickets. He texted me. Hey, could
You want to
Doug
be on
get
that list?
tickets?
Am I coming? I think I'm coming to
Yeah, you
Minnesota. Check that out. Please come to that and make it seem like the opening act is entertaining
came for
and
it.
is good entertainment, as well as Tenacious D, who is good. Anyway, so what else? Is there anything else, Brent? Thank you to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. Use the code word Poundcast and get 20%.
I'm
off
so
your
hungry.
entire order. Well, you're gonna have to wait
I know.
until after dark.
That's okay. I'm going to look forward to that.
Peace.
Doug and Brent, talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their